changed. When I first started coaching and playing, I was about 4 or 5, maybe 6, and my older brother was playing soccer, and my mom had me in cheerleading, little tryouts for cheerleading, and another girl dribbled past me with a soccer ball, and I was shocked. I'd never seen a girl dribble a soccer ball before, and it was like an epiphany for me. So I went, wait, girls can do that? So I chased her down and said to my mom, no cheerleading. I want to do that.
I first met Kristi in January of 2017 when I was the academy director of DC United, and she was the academic support and player care manager for like our top end academy players. And so I first got to know her in more of a leadership role, and then we've started to develop obviously the soccer side of things, and she's done a tremendous job in her career of high school to club to college and many different facets of being a coach. And when she wanted to come this year solely as a coach, it was a no-brainer to add her.
They knew that me in the academic setting with the kids and the guys, if I could get to the field, I could then help them understand the guys a little bit better. And then I was teaching and coaching at a different level, and Ryan called about 2 years ago and said, you want to come over?
We typically use her as an assistant coach. She does a lot of stuff in terms of the individual development work. I use her a lot almost as a player care manager, where the reality is she just cares about them. So when they come, and whether it's good news or bad news, or it's a hard conversation or an easy conversation, the end result is always positive, because it does come from a place of trust, of empathy, of caring.
I love being able to be good with people, so that when they need something, that they know I'm standing right there. Single one of them know that they could call at 2 in the morning, and when they needed something, and I would jump. And that will go on the rest of my life. That's the cool thing about Loudoun, is Ryan and Victor have created an environment where I know it sounds cliche to say, but it is actually family. It's very unique. And they believe that environment is everything and culture is everything. So why would you not have a woman there? And very unique that a man would be brave enough to not only allow me on the field, but utilize me and need me on the field. I'm just crazy about this place. In my lifetime, I've seen women's soccer grow, and little girls believe that they can go play and they can go coach and they can go do anything that they want. To me, what's cool that not many people think about is, what does it mean to the guys, little boys? We're not just raising little girls, we're raising little boys too. And for them to see a woman in a male-dominated world being okay, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal to everybody. My big brother is also a coach, and I've always hero worshipped him, and he gave me some advice. My first couple days coaching guys way back when I was younger and spitting fire and venom, he said, you just got to own it. So I tried to act like him. And after 2 or 3 days, I came to him, I called him on the phone and said, this is just not going well. This is not comfortable for me. And my husband kept saying, why do you keep acting like him? Just be you. Dude, it's good enough. And I went, are you sure? And he said, no, I'm sure. So I'm just me, but I work really hard on self-management and self-regulation. Yeah. And I expect the guys to do it. I expect the staff to do it. I wish more people worked harder on that, but I just try to respond, and I try to give you the best version of myself in that response that I can in that moment. And that's it.
She's a female in the men's coaching world, but for me, I don't look at it that. I look at it as she's a very good leader, a very good person driven by culture, empathy, and environment, and one that is a teacher by nature and wants people to grow and get better. And she's hired because of her qualities and her ability first and foremost. And I think that's the important thing. And if you are very good at what you do, you have a growth mindset, you care about people, you will go a long way. And that's why Kristi has had success everywhere she's been, and people speak so highly of her, including myself. It shouldn't really matter if there's a female or a male, and if they're knowledgeable about what they do, they should make a good coach. And that's when I looked at bringing Kristi in, it wasn't we hired her because she was a female, and I didn't hire my other coaches because they were male. The reality is she's also qualified to do it. So it's not like it's a favor or a handout or anything. She is very good at what she does, and I have full confidence that she could lead different men's teams along the way. She just needs an opportunity, and she needs people to believe in her, and I think we all do. But in particular, women going into men's sport just need more people to believe and give opportunities. And when you do, you understand that a person, male, female, race aside, is a leader, is a value-driven person, and that's what a culture and environment set on. And how you live your life is how you can lead. And so when her values match up with mine, it's a sign that she's a good fit for my staff. I'm proud to have a female, on the bench with us and to be a big part of things.
Carrie Taylor was the first woman to coach in the USL. She was Landon Donovan's assistant coach in San Diego. And I will tell you that there is no greater woman in the entire world. She's a mentor and a friend and just a doll. I love her so much. And probably the smartest soccer coach I think I've ever met in my entire life. We had a Zoom call where we started a group and you could just add women coaches. I honestly, with God as my witness, I was expecting 20, 25 people. But because the female coaches could reach out in their network and pull in more coaches, in 1 week, we had 2,000 people. So it's called Next 11 Network. We're bringing in the next 11 female coaches. It's Carrie's idea. I take no credit for that. And it's really cool. We have a safe space where you get to talk about some crazy things. Some of it is coaching. There's a whole thread in our group where it's coaching. There's a thread that talks about community college coaching, which is a different beast to slay. There's a lot of, how do we support each other? We put a job board up, and we have about 10 or 12 people who've already gotten jobs, and we started this maybe a month ago. And we have some big time coaches, former players like Brandy Chastain and Heather O'Reilly are on this call. And then we have guest speakers come in and talk to us about stuff that we want to talk about. I have found it humbling. I've found it pure and authentic. It's so nice to hear that you're not alone. Give people that space. It's very comforting to know. It's like a psychological safety net to know that when you need something, there's 2,000 girls ready to answer you quickly.